let us do some easy topics so that once you prepare these topics you will get a lot of confidence, and in exam also I will suggest you to search these topics, do those questions. Once you do around 4 to 5 question correct, automatically your confidence will be high and you will be able to do the paper properly. So let us start with the most easy topic, which is the discrete probability distribution, where they give the distribution like this and they say कि this is a probability distribution, find k and certain probability. Sometimes they may ask to find mean and variance also. Okay, so they may ask mean and variance also. So this is the first question you should study how to solve, and this is the first question you should attempt in your question paper. I have uploaded a video in which I have done 5 to 7 questions based on this topic only. So once I will explain you here, I'll suggest you to go there and do all 5 questions yourself, because see, limited 5 questions are there. If you do those questions thoroughly, you will definitely be able to solve it in exam. Okay, so let me teach you the method here quickly. So now what I have to do, they are saying that it is probability distribution. Concept of probability distribution is, the probability distribution P of x is always, summation of P of x is 1 and P of x is always greater than or equal to 0. So it is always positive and the sum is 1. Means if you add all these values you should get 1. So I have k plus 2k plus 3k plus 4k plus 3k plus 2k plus k is equal to 1. So how much I get? 3, 6, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16k is equal to 1, which says k is equal to 1 by 16. So I got the k value is 1 by 16. The moment you get the k value, go back to your table and write down your probabilities again. So this is 1 by 16, 2 by 16, 3 by 16, 4 by 16, 3 by 16, 2 by 16 and 1 by 16. Correct? So now my probability table is ready. Now what is the second question? First question is done. Now the second question is, find probability for x is less than or equal to 1. Search where is x. So this is x. This is x is equal to 1. Right? They are saying less than and equal to, means from here till here I have to add the probabilities. So probability for x is less than or equal to 1 is, I will start from 3 by 16. So 3 by 16 plus 4 by 16 plus 3 by 16 plus 2 by 16 plus 1 by 16. So how much? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 by 16 is the answer for second one, first one. Now come to the second one, probability for x is greater than 1. See, it is not equal to, only greater than. So greater than 1 means only these two. Right? So my answer will be 2 by 16 plus 1 by 16, which is equal to 3 by 16. Then probability for x is between 2 and minus 1. So here minus 1 not included and here 2 included. So I should start like this, minus 1 not included. So from 4 by 16, 4 by 16 plus 3 by 16 plus 2 by 16. So 4, 7, 8, 9, 9 by 16 is my answer. Correct? This is how you have to do. Now come to the next question, which is Gauss-Seidel method. Now Gauss-Seidel method, what you have to do, you have to find out the values of x, y, z. The very first thing you should check is coefficient of x is highest wherever, that is the equation from where you should get the value of x. So your system should be diagonally dominated. So for this again I will tell you, I am doing one question here. 4 or 5 questions I have done in the quick revision as well as a separate video for Gauss-Seidel. Please go through it because it is important topic and 100% sure topic for exam. So now see, from the first equation I will write x value, okay, from this. So how you can write? See, 17 minus y plus 2z. What I did? 17 is as such, y went there, 2z went there and 1 by 20 outside. Same way, y is equal to minus 18 minus 3x plus z and 1 by 20 outside. Z is equal to 1 by 20, 25 minus 2x plus 3y. Now you should start with x0 is 0, y0 is 0 and z0 is equal to 0. So it is an iterative method. Now what you will do, this x0, y0, z0, let me name it 1, 2 and 3. Now put this value 0, 0, 0 in equation number 1. So when you put y is equal to 0 and z is equal to 0, what you will get? 17 by 20. So 17 by 20 will be your first value of x. So I will name it x1 is equal to 0.85. Sit with your calculator so that you will understand. Then for y1, I will go to this equation, second equation. Now, x value, I should put this latest value. So I should put here 0.85. But z latest value is 0 only. So I will put z is equal to 0 and x is equal to 0.85. So minus 18 minus 3 into 0.85 upon 20 will be my value of y. So it will be minus 1.0275. Try it with your calculator. Now z1, for that go to the equation number 3. Now x value will be 0.85 and y value will be this. So substituting it in equation number 3, I will get 1.0109. Now what you have to do, you have to find out x2. For x, again go back to equation number 1. Always 1 for x, 2 for y and 3 for z. Now in this equation, put the value of latest value of y and z. What is the latest value of y? It is this. What is the latest value of z? This. So substitute these two values, so you will get 1.0025. The moment you get 1.00, so it is approximately equal to 1 always. Same way for y, go to the second equation, substitute the latest value, that is this x value and this z value. So y2 value will be minus 0.9998. The moment you get 0.99998, approximately it is equal to minus 1. Same way z2 is equal to 0.9998, that will be approximately equal to 1. Okay, then again x3 when you do it will be 1, y3 will be minus 1, z3 will be 1. So now see, it is a repetition because my x2 and x3 value are same, y2 and y3 are same, z2 and z3 are same. So I will stop and I will say this is the answer. Now in this question you have to smartly play. Before starting the question in calculator, go to how to solve simultaneous equation. For that also you can see the video in my channel. And you can solve this, and when you will solve this in calculator, you will get the value of x is 1, y is minus 1 and z is equal to 1. So I will suggest you before starting the question, find out the answer. So that in between, if you see there is a lot of diversion, you can cross check and find out your mistake. So this is how you do Gauss-Seidel method. Then come to the pigeonhole principle. It is a very important topic based on functions, but it is formula based. See, what you need to understand. In the question, they will give you two numbers. One is treated as pigeon and the other is treated as pigeonhole. So I am saying they will give two numbers, m and n. M is always greater than n. M is pigeon, number of pigeons. N is number of pigeonhole. Okay, so now what is a pigeonhole principle? You should remember the statement also. Again, I will say there is a video of pigeonhole principle. 7-8 questions are solved there. Solve those questions. 100% sure one question will be there in exam. Right? It says that at least p plus 1 pigeon occupy the will be repeated in the holes. So what you have to do in every question, you have to find out p. And p value is m minus n upon m minus 1 upon n. Remember, m is always greater than n. So even if you are confused in the language of the question, bigger number is m and smaller number is n. So pigeonhole is n. Correct? So this is a formula. So what you have to do, this is not a bracket, this is greatest integer. So suppose you are getting 1.2, so you should write it as 2, right? So now you will write p is equal to m minus 1 upon n and your answer will be p plus 1. So now let me give you the example. If there are 30 dictionaries and 61324 pages, then at least one has this many pages. The answer will also be there in the question. So now which is the bigger number from these two? This is a bigger number. So this is my m and this is my n. So I will find out p. So p will be equal to 61327 minus 1 upon 30. Correct? So this will be equal to 2044. So my answer approximately it will come, not exact. And then my answer will be p plus 1, that is 2045, and that is what they have asked to prove. So again, I am just giving you a hint here how to solve the question. To learn the method, please go to the video. I will put the link in the description box as well. Okay. Now go to the next question. Again 100% sure question, which is eigenvalue and eigenvector. Now in this you have two categories. One is 2 cross 2 like this and one is the 3 cross 3. Again I will say I will solve here and tell you one question. go to the link and do all the 5-6 questions, because these are the easiest question. So if I am saying 6 question I am doing here, so whatever be the marking, if you consider also ki 5 marks you get in every question, so 6 5s are 30 marks directly you will get here. And then by writing the formulas and few more methods, you can easily score the passing marks. Okay. Now, how to find out eigenvalue and eigenvector? It is a 2 cross 2 matrix. So first step is you have to write the characteristic equation. Characteristic equation for 2 cross 2 is lambda square minus p1 lambda plus p2 is equal to 0. Now p1 is equal to trace. What is trace? Trace is sum of diagonal elements. So here it is minus 1 plus 4. These are the diagonal elements. Okay. So this will become 3. Now p2 is what? Determinant of the given matrix. So here what is the determinant? Minus 4 minus plus 6. So 6 minus 4 is 2. So I got the value of P1, I got the value of P2. Right? So now what is the next thing? I will put it in the characteristic equation. So my equation become lambda square minus 3 lambda plus 2 is equal to 0. So this is a characteristic equation. Once you get it, make it a box, because one number you will get for the equation as well. Now use your calculator and factorize this equation. So you will get lambda is equal to 1 and 2. These are my eigenvalues. Correct? Now for eigenvector, what you have to do, write down this matrix minus 1, 3, minus 2, 4. Now to diagonal elements, write minus lambda. Here you write x and y, and here you write 0 and 0, right? So now what you have to do, for each eigenvalue you need to find out eigenvector. So first let me do it for lambda is equal to 1. So when I put 1, what I'll get? Minus 1 is minus 2, 3, minus 2, 4, minus 1 is 3. Then xy is equal to 0, 0. Now here if I solve it, minus 2x and 3y. Okay, so minus 2x plus 3 into y. So minus 2x plus 3y. If you observe, second row is also giving me the same equation. So now what you have to do, you have to simplify this. So can I write 2x is equal to 3y? Now divide it by a number so that I should not have any coefficient in the numerator for x and y. So 3 to the 6 is the LCM. So divide both the side by 3. Or if you don't understand that, bring this 3 here, bring this 2 here. That will also serve the purpose. So x by 3 is equal to y by 2. So what is the eigenvector? 3, 2 is the eigenvector. Okay, same thing I will do for now 2. So lambda is equal to 2. So in this I will put lambda is equal to 2 here. So I will get minus 1 minus 2 is minus 3, 3. Minus 2, 4 minus 2 is 2. xy is equal to 0, 0. So what is the equation here? Minus 3x plus 3y is equal to 0. Second is also same. So 3x is equal to 3y. Now x by 3 is equal to y by 3, which can also be written as x by 1 is equal to y by 1. So what is the eigenvector? 1, 1. So this is how you can find out eigenvalue and eigenvector for 2 cross 2 matrix. For 3 cross 3, please go through the video. Now come to the next thing. Find the Cartesian product, and union and intersection also I will teach you here only. So it become easy for you to attempt this type of question. Right? Now first thing, when I am writing A cross B. Okay. So A cross B is equal to, see, first element of A is 1. So 1 comma 2 and 1 comma 3. Now pick up the second element. So 3 comma 2, 3 comma 3. Now pick up the third element. So 5 comma 2 and 5 comma 3. So this is done. A cross B. Now here I will tell you one additional thing. If the number of elements which is represented like this in A is m and number of elements in B is n, then total number of elements in A cross B, that is a Cartesian product, is m into n. And the number of relation you can define from A to B is 2 to the power mn. There is one very important question based on this, ki number of relation is given and you have to find out the number of elements in one set, which we have done in class also, and it will be there in, if you go through this Cartesian product video, you will get that question, or the relation introduction, you will get that question. I think 40 4 5 something like that question was there, which is very very important for exam. I forgot to include that question here. Okay, so this is an additional thing I told you. Now second thing, they are asking B cross A. So B cross A is equal to, now B first element is 2, so 2 comma 1, 2 comma 3, 2 comma 5. Okay, then second element of B is 3, so 3 comma 1, 3 comma 3 and 3 comma 5. See, number of elements are different. So A cross B and B cross A are totally different. But yes, number of elements in both will remain same. That is M into N. Okay. Now next is A union B cross C. So how to get A union B? So A union B is equal to all the elements of A and B. So 1, 3, 5, 2. Now 3 I will not write again. Repetition should not be there, but all elements should be there in union. Okay, so now this is A union B and you have to find out A union B cross C. So now let me write down that. So A cross B, always ordered pairs are there. So now first element of A union B is 1. Okay, and C is 4 comma 6. So 1 comma 4, 1 comma 6. Then 3 comma 4, 3 comma 6. Then 5 comma 4, 5 comma 6. 2 comma 4 and 2 comma 6. And how many elements should be there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 2s are 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we are correct, right? Now next is A intersection B cross C. So A intersection B, how you will find out? What is common in A and B, right? So go back to A and B. What is common? 3. So A intersection B has only one element, that is 3. And now C is equal to 4 comma 6. So how you can write A intersection B cross C? So this will be equal to 3 comma 4 and 3 comma 6. Simple. Same way I can ask you A minus B also, B minus A also. So what is A minus B? A minus B are all elements of A which are not in B. So 1 comma 5. B minus A, all elements of B which are not in A. So only 2. So that way I can include or make a question where set theory is also there and Cartesian product is also there. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Now let's move to the next question, which is numerical integration. Now numerical integration, you have two formulas in syllabus, that is the trapezoidal rule and the 1/3 rule. Okay. So in numerical integration, let me check 1/3 and trapezoidal. Okay, these two methods are there. Fine. Fair enough. So this is from module number 3. Now, what is a concept? First you understand that. They will give you a question A to B fx dx. Okay, first you see what is A and what is B. And B minus A is equal to NH. N is number of parts and H is the interval size. So they will give you 3 values out of this. Okay, so if they give ordinates, so ordinates is one number more than the number of parts. Otherwise they say 4 equal parts, so n will become 4. If they say 5 ordinates, means n is equal to 4. 1 less than that is always the number of parts. So what is the procedure? What you have to do? You have to write first x value, which will start from x0. x0 is A. Then x1, x2 up to xn, and xn will be equal to B. Then you have to find out y or fx. So whatever function they will give, you put this value of x in that and write down the values here. Now this will be y0, y1, y2, like this I will name it. Now if they are asking trapezoidal rule, this is the formula I should use. If they ask 1/3 rule, this is the formula I should use. Let's do one question to understand it. Suppose they have given this question and I have to solve it by trapezoidal rule. Trapezoidal rule means n has to be, n can be take any value. So now 0 to 6, now so I'll always try to make the things very easy for myself. So I'll take h is equal to 1. So what I'll do, see I told you B minus A is equal to NH. Okay, so suppose they have said 6 equal parts. So what I'll do, 6 minus 0 upon 6 is equal to h. If they don't give, you take as per your understanding. So make it easy. Like h is equal to 1 I want to take. Okay. So now how I will, my x values will change 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. From 0 to 6, from lower limit to upper limit. Now do y. Y means put the value here. So first when you put 0, you will get 0. So this is your y0. Now put 1. So you will get 3. This is my y1. Now put 2. So 2 square is 4. 4 3s are 12. This is your y2. Now 3. 3 square is 9. 9 3s are 27. This is my y3. Then I'll get 48, 75 and 106. This is y4, y5 and y6. Okay. Now if I ask you Simpson rule and trapezoidal rule. For Simpson rule, n has to be always even number. Remember that. Trapezoidal rule, I don't have that restriction. Simpson 1/3, it has to be even number. Okay. So now if I substitute here in trapezoidal rule, suppose if I am applying h by 2. So first is h by 2. So integral a to b fx dx is equal to h by 2. What is h? H is 1. The gap between this is 1. So 1 by 2. Now the first bracket is y0 plus yn. Y0 means first value. Yn means last value. And once you have written any value, you should not repeat it. 2, whatever is left over. So 3 plus 12 plus 27 plus 48 plus 75. So which approximately you will get as 218, which is my answer. But actually when you integrate, the answer will be 216. But numerical method, there is always some difference. Okay. Now go to the next question. Simpson 1/3 rule. Now the same thing I have to do, but 1/3 rule. So this is a question. So first step, what I will do in this limits is, suppose it is 0 to 1. Now 1/3 rule, it has to be the multiple of 2. So let me take it, n is equal to say 6. Okay, and h is equal to, h I will define. So b minus a is equal to nh. So 1 minus 0 is equal to upon 6. If I do, it is 1 by 6. So my h value is equal to 1 by 6. So now how I will make my x values? X value will be equal to, start from 0. So 0, 1 by 6, 2 by 6, 3 by 6, 4 by 6, 5 by 6, 6 by 6. 6 by 6 is 1. Same way, write the y value. So 0, 0.16216. This you have to put here. When I put 1 by 6 here and here, then you will get this. Okay. Second value is 0.3, then 0.4, then 0.46154, 0.4918 and 0.5. So this is my y0, y1, y2, y3, y3, y4, y5 and y6. Correct? So I got my y values. Now I will apply the formula. What is Simpson formula? Integral 0 to 1 x upon 1 plus x square dx is equal to h by 3. Now what is h here? 1 by 6. So 1 by 6 upon 3. Okay. And then first value is y0 plus yn. So 0 plus 0.5. Okay. Then plus. Then you put 3 and 4, and in 4 all that even numbers. This odd numbers. Odd numbers means y1, y3, y5. So 0.16216 plus 0.4 plus 0.4918 plus 2, all even means 2, 4. 6 already taken. So 0.3 plus 0.49, 0.46. Right? And then when you solve this, you will get 0.34661, which is your answer. Again, there is a separate video for trapezoidal rule. There is a separate video for numerical integration where you should do the question from by 1/3. And any question solved by any question can be solved by any method. Only the value of n matters. Now, there is one very important concept in differential equation module, which is the concept of CF. So, though the whole topic is easy, but CF you must learn to find out, because 100% sure they will ask. They won't ask the CF. They will say solve the differential equation. You need to identify and solve it. There is a separate video I have already shared with you for solving differential equation of higher order with constant coefficient. So go through it. Now what are the rules? See, they will give you a differential equation like this. I am just taking a random example. Okay. Plus 1 plus y is equal to 0. Now first step, here it is 2 na, so it become m square plus 2m plus 1 is equal to 0. This is called auxiliary equation. So first step is write down auxiliary equation. Now use your calculator and find the root of this. Suppose the root of this is Now suppose any equation is there. Suppose you get two numbers m1 and m2 as the roots. So your CF will be c1 e to the power m1x plus c2 e to the power m2x. If it is repeated root, suppose m comma m, then it is c1 plus c2x e to the power mx. There is a very nice video on this. Very slowly I have explained so many questions. Please go through that. If you have alpha plus minus I beta, because it is a quick video, so I am not going in a depth. Okay, it is for last moment revision only. So e to the power alpha x and then c1 cos beta x plus c2 sin beta x. Right, so these are the three rules you have to follow. Now look at the question. Suppose this is a question. First step, I'll write the auxiliary equation. What is the auxiliary equation here? M square minus 3m plus 2 is equal to 0. Right, so now what you have to do, take out your calculator and immediately solve this. When you solve this in calculator, so you will get m is equal to 1 comma 2. So this is case 1 when two different values are there. So what is CF? CF is c1 e to the power x plus c2 e to the power 2x. Okay, now sometime instead of this 0, they will write e to the power say 4x. So along with CF, you have to find out PI also. PI means e to the power 4x upon, you write down this thing. Now 2 is there na, so d2. In place of m, you have to write d now. Minus 3d plus 2. Now in place of d, you write down this number. So what you will get? E to the power 4x upon 16 minus 4 3s are 12 plus 2. How much you got? E to the power 4x upon 16 minus 12 is 4, 5, 6. Okay, so your final answer is equal to c1 e to the power x plus c2 e to the power 2x plus e to the power 4x upon 6. Okay, now go to the next question. Look at this question. Now it is m square plus 4m plus 29 is equal to 0. Use calculator and solve this. You will get minus 2 plus minus 5i. So what is CF here? CF is e to the power minus 2x in bracket c1 cos 5x plus c2 sin 5x over. Right, same way here, suppose if it is given e to the power x. So I will write pi is equal to e to the power x upon d square plus 4d plus 29. So it is e to the power x upon 1 plus 4 plus 29. So to 34, e to the power x upon 34 will come. Correct? Go to the next question, d square plus y. So this is m square plus 1 is equal to 0. So m is equal to plus minus I. So here alpha is 0. So c1 cos x plus c2 sin x is my CF. Okay, go to the next question. Look at this question. Now this is m cube plus 6m square plus 12m plus 8 is equal to 0. Again, I will suggest you please go through the video where I have done a lot of questions. This I am doing quickly so that just you get the idea what is there. Now when you solve this, m is equal to minus 2, minus 2, minus 2. So 3 repeated roots. So answer will be c1 e to the c1 plus c2x plus c3x square e to the power minus 2x. So this is your CF. Okay. Now look at this question. Now here it is t. So in place of x I will write t everywhere. So now first when you solve this, m square minus 5m plus 6 is equal to 0. So now first find out the factors of this. It will be 2 and 3. So it will become CF is equal to c1 e to the power 2t plus c2 e to the power 3t. Now for pi you will write e to the power 2t upon d square minus 5d plus 6. So now I will put t. So e to the power 2t, I will put d is equal to 2. So 4 minus 10 plus 6. Now see here, this is a variety where denominator becomes 0. So in this case what you have to do, multiply numerator by t, or if x is there you have to multiply it by x and differentiate denominator. So 2d minus 5. Now in place of d again put 2. So what you will get? T e to the power 2t upon 4 minus 5, that is minus 1. So this is your pi. If x is given you use x, if t is given you use t. So this is a quick revision of the easiest topic. Apart from this, there are few topics which are very important. 100% sure they will come, like Newton-Raphson method you should do, you must do. Okay, so these type of practice questions you should definitely practice. Okay, and relation, equivalence relation, you should know what is the definition, how to do the questions. And for each and every topic, available video is there. Just go through that. You will get everything. If you are not finding anything, text me so that I can send you the link. Whatever link possible, I'll put in the description box. I hope you understood. All the best for your exam. Thank you.